Seems to be the case.
Dope. Alrighty. So let's um Chris, the answer to your question is yes. Uh,
Okay.
so everybody's good. We've already established. That's good. I am also good. Um, shall we get to
Okay.
Alrighty. God damn it, Power. All right, Jeff. What do you have for notes from last session?
I actually don't have notes from last session, but I'm remembering what happened now. We finished exploring the island. We
did?
found the airship and realm
You sure did.
in the Lost Village, but I don't believe we found a way out yet.
I think Realm told you to just take the portal out.
Yeah,
Same one you
but
came
we
in
were
through.
spending the night there.
Yes, she made you a very fancy dinner, and she forced you all to make charisma saves.
Yeah, I'm sure nothing bad happened from that.
Nothing bad actually did. If you'll believe me when I say it.
I don't.
Absolutely.
that was her. That was our anti-seduction role. We all really fucking love her now.
No. Um. Do you want to know what it is?
Like a
No,
part
I'd
of us
rather
gets
wait for
put
the
in the
TPK.
painting. Yeah.
Well, you found out what the TPK coins were, so I have to have one mystery floating over your. Alrighty. So yeah, you met Realm. You had a good chat with her. She told you some interesting things, and you sat down to have a lovely painted dinner with her. And she painted a picture of the four of you guys and her together eating dinner. It's not magical or anything. It's not moving. It's just a very nice picture.
Okay, so it's not a haunt roll.
It's not a what?
Haunt roll. Be haunted.
Oh, no, it's not haunted. That was the other paintings. The one that spoke to you in creepy little girl voices. All right. So you guys have a lovely dinner with Realm. You wake up the next morning in the beds in the Thamasa Inn, and Realm is sleeping against the door, her painting in front of her. It's lying there, and you see a beautiful painting of the common room in the inn, with the four of you in Realm sitting around the table enjoying an evening of delicious food and conversation.
Also, it's literally Realm. That's adorable.
Yes, it's literally Realm.
Nice.
She has a little token next to you guys as well.
I just saw that. I'm like, oh yeah, so it's actual Realm.
Mm-hmm. Come on, the controlled paintings and stuff weren't enough of a hint.
I should have remembered, but I needed the face to go along with it. I haven't actually
Fair
played
enough.
through it. I just know from cosplays and stuff.
Fair enough. But yeah, everybody's awake. Realm's still sleeping. Um, There's a portal. The airship is still there. What do you guys want to do?
I don't see any reason to hang out.
I mean, should we wait for her to wake up to say goodbye? Or just peace out?
Would be polite. Just like get in the personal space and just poke Realm. Realm.
Realm wakes up when you poke her. She squeals a bit. Ah!
Just like blinking at
you're
her.
Boop. She
Yeah,
boops
boop.
your nose with her nose.
Or she's suddenly Nora. Boop.
Sure.
We were.
They're all awake.
Yes. We're going to go soon. Did not wish to leave while you were asleep.
Whoa. That's nice of you. Should I... I've never had people leave here before. Do I escort you out?
If you like. We know the way.
Well, take you to the exit at least. She hops up. Oh, you should take this as well. And she, Kristona's closest to her, right?
Guess so.
She shoves off her big painting of the five of you into Kristona's arms. Take this.
Thank you. Kristen will look it over and just like be slightly worried. She's is really bad around paintings now. And we'll pass it over to Diggeroy.
How big is it?
Probably about 2 by.
Is there any way we can roll this up for storage?
Sure, yeah.
Do that.
It's not in a frame or anything. She doesn't conjure frames for these. Also, it's a magical painting. It doesn't really degrade or anything.
I can't imagine salt water is good for it.
Meh. That's probably correct, but it'll be fine. Will you... You said you'd look for Ramus, right?
Yes.
Will you ever come back?
If we find him.
Probably even if we don't.
Okay. Then I hope you find him soon.
We'll try our best.
Sure you don't want to come with us while we look for him?
I don't... Ramus told me to wait here. What if he comes back and I'm not here?
You could leave a message for him.
Realm considers that for a moment. I could. I'd have to make it a really big one, though. Otherwise, he might miss it.
Wow.
Bad sight.
No, good sight. Just very dumb. Very dumb.
Look slightly at Bauer, then back.
He's trying not to laugh at that.
You can go ahead and laugh. It's very true. Hmm. Do you want me to come along?
I think we'd worry less. This place is very isolated.
And you may have the souls here, but surely you'd feel a little bit less lonely with living company.
That's true. I liked having you guys here.
We find trouble sometimes, but have others in more stable area now.
Realm perks up at the word trouble, briefly mutters under her breath, and points up into the sky above you and casts Fireball. Trouble is fine. She sways a bit after casting it. Maybe not right now, though.
You know, I think you'll fit right in.
I approve.
Come on, let's go.
Okay.
You'll love it.
Give me 10 minutes just to make a message, though. I need to
Okay.
make it big,
Mm.
or he won't understand it. All right. Realm takes about 10 minutes with her painting stuff. She goes. Realm takes about 10 minutes with her painting stuff. Sorry. And then she goes and she paints a very large message on the walls of on the actual airship. She paints it on the floor of the marketplace. She paints it on the walls of the inn that all say, "I've gone to find you. I've gone to find you." It just says, "I've gone to find you."
The eye is just a dick.
Realm's 13-year-old girl. She's not drawing dicks on things.
Been on her own for a while.
Kristona can draw the dicks if she wants. If there must be dicks, let the players draw them.
Nah, she's had her share of buttocks paintings.
Fair enough. Alright. So, that done. Realm brushes off her hands, looks at you guys, and just, alright. Let's, go, I guess.
Yep.
Start heading back towards the portal.
Alrighty. Realm skips along with you guys. As she is about to enter the portal, she looks back one last time over the town and then skips right on through. So, while y'all are going through the cave, She'll touch the paintings that were. She'll touch the paintings that were speaking, and kind of quiet them, just so that they're not endlessly repeating creepy girl voices again. And she holds out a large piece of canvas for the flaming bowl to go onto, which she then rolls up and places in a pack.
Star just watches the entire thing very curiously.
Can't leave him behind. That'd be rude. Left some other things behind instead. And she keeps leaving she keeps going out of the cave. Alrighty. I should probably designate which island you guys are actually on. Ba-ba-ba. You are on the one I just drew the pink X.
Okay. Our ship is where we left it.
Of course.
All right. Let's go home.
Where's home?
Oh.
Start paying that. Diggory is gonna start like running the ship and giving orders and such.
Visharad is home now?
Realm is just gonna keep asking questions. What's the Visharad?
Island with big... Digoroy, what was the word? Big underground makes things.
They call it the factory.
Factory.
Oh. Like a Warforged factory.
Precisely.
Oh. I didn't know there were any still around. That's awesome.
Old. Just opened again.
Hmm. Do you think they'll be as old as me?
Do we know how old Nock was?
Monarch. I think Monarch is at least 1500. He is a very old Warforged. He's very old.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure they told us, or to their best of their knowledge, but I don't remember.
Monarch remembers being created and overseeing the factory pre-Cataclysm.
Yeah.
So he remembers the Cataclysm happening. So he is at least 1500 years old. He spent a lot of it in stasis, but
To answer Realm then, older even, though they've been asleep for most of the time.
oh, wow. I'm old now too.
Do not appear as such.
No, I never did.
We ever find out how old she was before she went into the painting?
She looks 13.
I know, but was she that age when she went into the painting, or did she just go to that age when she went into the painting?
That is a good question that you should ask her.
Alrighty, then I will.
Yeah, Kristona's not gonna do that. Age is still really weird for a bunch of
For
spores.
mushroom, for
Yeah.
spores. Yeah. I'm 13.
Have you always been 13?
Yeah.
Even before you went into the paintings, you were 13 when you went in.
Yeah. I was always 13 before then, too.
How long have you been 13?
A while.
And were you ever 12?
Yeah. I was 12.
Okay.
But grew like regular humanoid before then?
Yeah. And then I was just 13.
Age is odd for us. We do not live long, but live long.
Okay. She clearly does not understand what you mean, but
Just assumes that she understands because she said okay, and just keeps going.
all right. Yeah. Realm, as you guys leave the dark space that surrounds the island, um, Realm looks out in wonder as she sees natural light working like it should for the first time in a very long time. It's so pretty.
It is very new, different, but yes, pretty.
Yeah.
Was the magic changing the light there similar to. No, not similar to bioluminescence in the low world. What caused it?
Realm just kind of shrugs. I don't know. It was just magic one day. Souls started gathering, the lights got weird, and the ceiling fell in. The town collapsed.
disruption in flow of magic, maybe. Thought you may know because magic.
So the souls started showing up before it collapsed?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's always been a place for gathering souls.
Uncrossing of ley lines.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. She understands. I like her. I've still got my eye on you, pretty boy. She glares at Bauer a bit.
Bauer is okay. He will hit his head on things to learn about them.
Huh. All right.
Dumb, like Ramus.
Dumb like a fox.
She giggles a little bit at that.
Foxes are not unintelligent creatures.
They don't talk, though. So technically they're dumb.
Not unless you know how to speak to them.
Maybe they're just smart enough not to.
Better to be thought a fool than open one's mouth and remove all doubt.
Right.
Trying to remember, besides just looking through there, did we have any other stuff that we needed to do for the Viscerad?
No, we were just exploring.
Okay.
You can always, do more things, but it's basically your home keep. There's always, if you want to look at things to upgrade it, then there will always be more things to upgrade it with. But there's nothing you actively need to do for the Viscerad right now.
I guess we'll check in with it.
Yeah, for sure. You can head back, take a little bit of downtime, and head back out to wherever you want to go. So Realm will keep peppering you guys with questions as you go along, but when she's not asking questions, she'll kind of just um, stand in the bow of the ship and watch the world around her go by. Occasionally paint a picture of it as she sees it.
Cristono will poke her and point up at the crow's nest. Good for seeing.
Oh, thank you! She gives you a little hug, and then clambers up into the crow's nest.
And his call up, do not feed seagulls. They get pushy.
She called back down, they are the worst! They're even worse when you have an airship.
Cancer headed that, but okay.
Feel like they'd be a food at that sort point.
You feel like they'd be what? Sorry.
Food. The fish of the skies.
The sky has its own fish. They're called skyfish.
Just because you can eat it doesn't mean it tastes good.
Yep.
Doesn't
They are
have to taste good to be
sky rats.
nutritious.
Yeah, seagulls basically are the rats of the sky. There's lots of things that fly through the skies in Yualia, just nobody sees much of them.
That's a little bit ominous.
Eh. It wasn't meant to be. Just nobody. Airships are a relatively new reinvention, I guess. Nobody's explored that much of the sky.
I'm saying there's a lot of things in the sky, but nobody sees it until it's too late.
Well, I mean, there's also the sky sharks.
Oh, see, that would be plenty of people see it. They just don't talk about it.
Yeah, because they're dead. Anyhow, enough foreshadowing. Y'all head back to the Visherad. Yeah, you head back to the Visherad. You dock back at the docks. So you actually have one. With the ship that you guys picked up at Ringstead Scary, you have one more ship than you have capacity for at the docks. So the sharks have taken one out just on patrol and checking out Ringstead Scary, and keeping an eye on what's going on Fuck Island,
Like you do.
as one does. And then yeah, the druids are at work, doing their best to turn some of the Visherad's soil into actual fertile soil. The paladins and the sharks that aren't on patrol um, are working to repair the walls and make sure that the siege weapons on them are in working condition. The clerics are keeping vigil against the rot down below and doing their best to drive the rest of it out.
Okay, I'll check in with everybody, see how they're faring at the things they're doing.
All right. Everybody seems to be faring well. They seem to be in an intermediate stage of completion of their tasks, mostly waiting on materials, which I don't believe have come in from the Great Beards yet, but should be there within a week or two.
All right.
And yeah. So, anybody in particular you want to check in with, or?
Manak would be first, but anyone else who I want to give everybody else a chance to complain to me about whatever they want to complain about, so I know what's going on.
Everybody's just complaining about materials. That's all.
All right.
Manak will
I've already
come
taken
out.
the steps for that.
Yeah. Exactly. Manak will come out and see all of you actually as you enter. Good day, Overseer and compatriots.
Hello.
Hello, Manak. How fares the Visherad?
Right. It fares well. We are out of materials, but the Greatbeard shipment should be arriving soon.
Anything else you need beyond the materials?
No. We
That's good.
have completed mechanical checks on my siblings. The remaining knocks. They are all in working order. We will soon have more knock series Warforged than just myself and Binnock.
So I was gonna look at Realm, then point at Manak and go, "That is Manak."
Oh. Hello, Minok. I'm Realm. Hello, Realm. You are very small. Yep. She looks at him and immediately starts painting him. Monocle and all.
Rome will be staying with us for a while as we seek out a friend of hers.
Staying here or with you?
Not totally sure about that yet, actually.
Yes.
Probably depends on where we're going.
Realm
A or B?
is
Yes.
apparently
One of the two.
also old.
How old?
Like blinks and looks over to Realm.
Realm shrugs.
Mentioned a war.
Oh. You are very old for someone so small. He looks at Realm. I know. She's engrossed in her painting.
Has also been underground a long time, but not asleep.
Nope. I was a painting.
A painting.
I will ask Realm about her, where she stayed then. Where will you go next?
Short term, probably to Enron again. See if any new news has arrived.
New news about what?
Anything.
Same thing? Rot and or cult?
Pretty much. Well, and now, if anyone's heard of Ramus or anything that might, I'm not expecting that, but
Alright. So I feel compelled to point out you do have if you want to, there is still a vast series of tunnels underground beneath the Visherod that Sadok did at one point detect humanoids in. And you
true.
do know at least 3 places where the cult is. From the
Well,
dowsing
first I
rod.
want to get the news, then we'll figure out.
Yeah. And one of the cult places is relatively close. It's just on the
Yep.
other side of Akari.
It is. It's at Drya.
But yeah, I'd like to visit Enrin briefly myself.
All right. Christona and Bauer, what do you guys want to do?
First of all, Kristona's gonna drop off that cornucopia that she got from Realm.
Good plan.
I might see if she can help, let's see, Garrett or anybody with anything while she's here, because I don't think she really needs anything on Enron at the moment.
All right. Bauer, do you want to do anything?
Not right now.
All right. Cool. I guess we're just doing your downtime activities now because you kind of need them. So you can train with Martin or something if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Keep going on heavy armor master training. All right. Martin's back at the Visherad. He's thrilled to have you as a student. And he welcomes you back to training with a smile. Ready to get the shit kicked out of you again, son?
Always.
That's what I like to hear. He starts teaching you how to reduce damage from using your heavy armor by hitting you a lot while you're in your heavy armor. He occasionally shouts encouragement and pointers at you. All right. So you do that for however long you guys are here. Sadok, you're heading into Enrin.
Yes.
What do you want to do in Enrin?
Go visit the church.
Ah, yes.
I don't think any of my stuff is like time sensitive. We can do it later.
Okay, cool. Diggeroy is AFK a moment. Kristona, you are helping. You wanted to go see Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What are you asking her about? She's out of cave bear form right now.
First of all, if they need any help with anything, and then also maybe show her the cornucopia, mention what it does.
Garrett kind of shakes her head when asked if she needs help on anything. We seem to have the rot pushing back slowly. It shouldn't be a problem for now. We've seen it surge in growth a couple of times while we've been here, though.
The moment she says they've been pushing it back a bit. I guess like it's the most you could think of Kristona actually like looking upbeat or like having a lot of expression. That is good. Very good.
Yeah. It surges sometimes, though. So
Surges.
left alone, it grows slowly, but sometimes it grows much faster for a little while. So we're keeping a watch on it as best as we can.
Other things happening at the time? Correlations?
Not that we could tell.
No movement of drow?
We spotted one of them again. We found a tunnel that they seem to go down as well that leads underground somewhere. It's got a pathway that's free of rot in it.
Trying to keep it away also, maybe. Place where it cannot hear.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Like trying to keep it away, possibly a place where it cannot hear.
Where the rot can't hear?
Maybe. Drow said it hears to us.
What kind of fungus? Garrett looks a little dumbstruck by this. What kind of fungus can hear?
Kristona just blinks at Garrett at that.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
We are
You-
listening to you now.
Garrett Garrett gets very flustered for a moment. Um, I'm sorry. I mean, can you hear because of what you are, or because of your host?
We remember some of the silent talking of the drow. We could see motions, feel vibrations as we moved along cave walls and the air in the tunnels. Hear some things different now, though. Different. But Rot is also intelligent, knows things, can possibly hear like us, maybe better than we could then. Do not know for sure.
Maybe the rot's like whatever you are.
Looks a little bit disdainful at that as much as she can. Different than
Sorry,
us.
not in that way. If it can hear, then it's no ordinary fungus.
Ordinary is relative when you think about it.
Even in cases like yours, I think.
Possibly.
If it can hear, we'll keep a look. There's some experiments we can do to see if it can hear.
And if it cannot, the large creatures it may have created, the monsters, could be ears.
Almost certainly. I thought it was. Honestly, I thought it was that was the purpose of them, was to be ears for it. But if it can hear on its own, then why does it need hosts? It eats through everything we can do to stop it.
We move faster with legs to walk on. We reach
Maybe.
things we cannot reach all the time.
Maybe.
We speak.
never heard any of the rotted ones speak.
Maybe not listening correctly.
Maybe not. We'll have to try different ways, I guess. Garrett's very preoccupied by what you've just told her.
We would want to look down the drow tunnel sometime while we are here.
You're welcome to it. We're just watching it, seeing if we see any more drow.
Do not know how much better we can speak with them. Did not want to talk, but spoke anyway. A start of communication.
Maybe you can keep it going.
We will try if they are willing to hear us. We are different than them.
You're closer to any of them than us are. Than we are. Than us are.
Sometimes do not know if that is better or worse in a group like that.
We'll just have to see then, won't we?
We'll see. Can we also try again talking to Earth while we are here? He's looking like slightly as sheepish as Christopher could be about that, keeping on asking about this.
Yes, you may try that. We will handle that in downtime activities, though.
Well,
Alrighty. Diggeroy, what are you doing in Enron? Just looking for,
Gathering news and gathering info on dock building.
Alright. For news, make me 4 investigation checks. Ooh. Alrighty. Not bad at all. Alright, so you know the trade war between Regilium and Enrin is starting to pick up some. So there are more ships being captured, more ships being lost to privateer actions. So there's plenty of work to be had there. You find what are you most interested in hearing about?
I really don't have a strong preference, honestly. All the trade war tells me is there's good smuggling to be done.
Yeah, trade war and work. But specifically, of the things that you're pursuing right now, which one are you most interested in learning the most about? In other words, what are you using your 20 for?
Yeah, hold on a sec. Let's go with cult activity.
All right. So for cult activity, you hear some more whispers about Drya, some more stuff about them working in the wild places. You actually find somebody who's made contact with and has worked with them in the past. You also hear, though, some talk that you hadn't heard before about the cult working in Regilium. So,
Huh.
you actually hear something about them working in both Regilium and Enrin. I'm sorry, I had to recheck.
We still don't really know what they're up to.
Nope. No, you know that they're there. You hear that they're stirring some shit up. You hear a couple contradicting accounts. Some people say that they're trying to agitate for an end to the trade war. Some people say that they're trying to push for more. That they're trying to push for greater action on either Enrin or Regilium's part. Contradictory accounts, but they're doing some sort of meddling in whatever trade war is going on. You hear the trade wars kicking up. You hear there's a bunch of explorers getting ready to head into the wild places from Warrior's Rest. You spot a couple of Goliaths who wouldn't normally be in town, who are from Drya. And they mention to you, if you ask them, that they're leaving town, but they won't explain why. And that a lot of their friends are as well. That was not what I thought it was.
So Goliaths are up to something. Trade wars escalating.
Cults fucking with people on both sides of the trade war.
And cult is, doing something that involves.
They're doing culty things.
Right. On the surface, they seem to be stirring the whole thing up, but
Yeah. Right.
all right. Still not sure what to do with this information, so.
Yeah.
Aside from return home.
All right. You
Share what I've learned.
all return home and gather together. Bauer is bruised. Cristona is covered in dirt. Sadok and Digaroy are just fine.
What did Realm do?
Realm has been exploring the Visceron and painting pictures of anyone she can find. She thinks everything around here is very fascinating. Because it's just not, it's not where she's been for so long. She thinks everything is cool. The
Everything is
sharks
cool.
have. Sorry?
Like, everything is cool.
Yeah. The sharks have adopted her a little bit. They're all trying to get her to paint pictures of them.
Baby shark do 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 do.
Damn it! Okay, but other than that, that's all good news.
All right. So you've all gathered together. I feel like I ask you guys that a lot, or I ask you guys this a lot, and I'm sorry, but where do you want to go now, guys?
Unfortunately, it's a really good question, so hold on.
I mean, I'm a fan of following up on the cult activity. Yeah. Which I feel like Dry is the best place for.
It's the closest one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could also try checking out Regalium or Enrin, but I feel like Dry is going to give us the most useful results, and then we can hit up Regalium if we need to after that.
We wish to also look at further tunnels below Viscerod soon, hopefully. Possibly find more drow. Lots unexplored below. Garrett says there have been surges of rot.
Has anyone seen them other than you? I know you saw one, but
Garrett says they saw one.
They've seen the same one a couple of times,
Hmm.
or as near as they can tell, it's the same.
Same
so they're keeping
scout.
an eye on us.
Garrett says it has only spoken to me that once. Us. Shit.
Why is that an shit?
Not us. Shit.
Oh.
Brain's going.
That's two directions to go. I'll also becoming increasingly curious what the Pirate King has to say to me, but I want to get this place settled first.
Reasonable.
Forgot about that. Where was that?
King?
That's at Warrior's Rest, which is this place up here.
I was
I
gonna say,
mean,
if there's an order. Is that your order of paladins or somebody else's?
it's
It's a different one.
the order of paladins that we caught a ride with.
Yes, it is.
To the Vishrad at one point.
Okay.
You caught a ride. You caught a ride to Enrin because you didn't want them to know that you were going to the Vishrad. But
Right.
yes, it is those.
Oh, one thing that I guess might help with one of the things I would talk to the church about. A while back, we brought the heads of the cultist mages that we captured or that we killed. We brought their skulls.
You did not capture them. You killed
Right,
them.
we killed them.
And one of them blew himself
We captured
up.
their skulls. We captured a couple of skulls.
You did.
We brought back to the church so that they could speak with dead and try to interrogate them. Would they have learned anything about the cult?
So, at the risk of giving you guys even more places to go, yes, they would have. Okay, so the short version, they will have told you that there is. Remember those druids in Aventine?
Yeah.
Yep.
The cult was trying to make contact with them as well and do something that they're not entirely sure what in Aventine. And they have another location in the wild places to give you that is basically their staging ground for hunting whatever the dowsing rod is pointing to in the wild places, which is already in purple on this map. That's the short version of what the skulls tell you.
I'm thinking Yualia, the cult is up to something, so there is a time factor there.
Yeah, I mean, so my thought process is go to Drya, knock out the cult there. We can spend maybe like a day or two in Regilium, see if anything happens there, and then head back and then head up to Warrior's Rest and take care of the Pirate King stuff. And then if we want, maybe we can swing by Aventine on the way back, but less important for that one.
I'm kind of inclined to wait on the drow until they make contact with us, because if we go down there and spook them, we can end up fighting them, and that would be bad.
I mean, I guess I could do the primeval awareness thing, see if they're still there.
Yeah, they are still down there.
And they're still humanoid?
Still humanoid.
I've made contact already. Just brief.
Yeah, but it wasn't really the kind of contact that suggests, hey, come down and visit us, was it?
No. But worried about rot hearing. Or something hearing. We thought it was rot.
If they know some way of dealing with the rot, we do want to know about it, though.
That tunnel had none in it, Garrett says.
It has a path cleared through it. It still has rot in it, but there is a path that you can walk on cleared through the rot.
Yeah, I still want to know more.
So it's back to kind of the same question. There seem to be two major contenders for right now. And that's the loop from Drya through Regilium to Warrior's Rest, or heading into the tunnels.
I feel like I'm already talking, just suddenly everybody's head goes to Bauer for the last.
Does Bauer have any opinions?
Yeah.
Nope.
All
Do you
right.
want to kill cultists, or do you want to go talk to Drow?
I mean, when you put it like that, I definitely go for the first.
All right. So we have Bauer and Sadok for Drya, I guess, and Kristona and Degroa. What do you guys?
How about, is there a way we could like leave a note for the Drow and say like, hey, we're trying to get rid of this rot. If you're in on that, let us know. We can work together.
That is a good question.
I mean, presumably they read and write Elvish, right?
Undercommon, possibly. I mean, because Garrett knows it, right?
Garrett does speak Undercommon.
Mm.
The Drow live a good bit deeper than everybody else, though.
Try a couple languages.
You can certainly try. If you would like to try and leave a note for the Drow, you can certainly try.
That way, if they want to be friendly, they can come to us. And then we'll go kill some cultists.
All right. So Undercommon and Elvish. Anything else you want to write in?
Anybody speak Terran?
No.
Did you say Terran?
Terran.
Let's see, what do I got? Nope. I can do Infernal, Abyssal, or Celestial.
Common, Elven, and Aquan.
I can do Draconic.
You can always just put whatever languages you have on there.
Yeah, fucking do all of them.
Just write it all.
All right.
And then just like send it down the tunnel like a paper airplane.
Gonna be a regular Rosetta Stone on that wall.
Damn fucking straight. What are you writing exactly for them?
Hmm.
Uh, mention the scout or whoever it was that spoke to us once that we want to talk again, and nobody in uh, the group that's fighting the rot currently in that area won't harm them. They can come up, and then the rot won't hear them.
Yeah, we're looking at something along the lines of. Hold on. We're trying to fight the rot. If you want to help us, or want us to help you, come up and talk to us. If
Or
you don't come
just
up,
leave
we'll
a
leave
message.
you alone.
All right. So you engrave that in all of the languages you have, I assume. Which is a
We at
lot
least
of
know that
fucking-
Undercommon is one of them because that's what the scout spoke to Christona in.
It's like common, undercommon, elven, common, draconic. Unless somebody has Terrans. One of the other NPCs has Terran.
One of the druids probably has Terran.
Yeah, that because Draconic's an old one in most settings.
Well, Garrett probably speaks Primordial.
Yeah.
So she'll just
I have
describe.
Aquan, but that's going to be like writing Portuguese to someone who speaks Italian.
Yeah. No, one of the druids probably speaks Terran. They're underground druids. So they'll scribe it in Terran specifically. Garrett will scribe it in Primordial. You guys can add whatever other languages you like.
Undercommon, elven, draconic. We'll do that.
Leave Garrett to do the Undercommon.
Sure.
Okay, we'll try that.
All right. So you carve it on a big fucking tablet and leave it in front of the tunnel.
Yeah, as far down as we can get without being excessive.
All right. As you take it down, you take it down. Um, it goes pretty. The tunnel goes pretty far, but the walls and ceiling and most of the floor are still completely covered by rot. How far in are you willing to take it before you turn back?
I want it to definitely be far enough that they can find it without being where we can see them.
And also not being close to rot that might get over it and just like eat through it.
Good catch. Um, good catch.
I mean,
Okay.
we can scorch out like a little clearing around where we want to put it.
We want to make it enough that it won't get taken over. It might have a surge, like Garrett said that it surged a couple times.
Right, but I mean, like, my point was, if we can't find a place that's large enough, like we can make one, which might help with attracting their attention to looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You can burn out a patch of the rot in their tunnel if you want. You
It's burn out a big patch
a-
that has like something written in Undercommon too. Kind of like Realm did with the image thing for Ramus.
Sure, yeah. You scorch out a little spot from the rot. You place your tablet in the middle of it with all the inscriptions. and you write a little note in undercommon below it saying essentially sorry for the mess. All right.
Actually, curious about something, but I can do that when we get back, I guess.
Put it in downtime.
Yep. Animal messenger.
Alrighty. So, are you ready to go?
Think so.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
So you do all your downtimey things, and you head out. So as you're leaving for the boat, Realm comes over to the group of you as you're getting ready to leave. Am I going with you?
Not this time. Why don't you spend a little bit more time here getting up to date on what's been going on in the world? And maybe figuring out where Remus might have gone.
Okay. You'll be back, right?
Oh, yeah.
Soon?
What, a week and a half at the outside? I don't know how far
Okay.
Yualia is.
Maybe a week out.
Okay, yeah. 2.5 weeks at the outside.
Okay. She smiles a little bit at you. I'm gonna paint a real nice painting for you guys while you're gone.
Excellent. I look forward to seeing it.
She scurries back. Several of the sharks wave to her as she goes.
She is such a mascot now.
On a slightly meta note, thank you for not taking her with you. I don't have hard rules set out for her
Yeah.
magic yet. Uh, so thank you for not taking her with you. In the future, by all means, but for now, thank you. All right.
Right.
You want to head to Drya? That is the destination. Confirming it now.
Seems to be.
Alrighty then. So, you head to the docks, take the small ship again, pick up a complement of sharks and Gwaine, and make your way out onto the ocean on your way to Drya. Alrighty. Can one of you roll a D100 for me?
I think I like yours better.
All right. Digoroy, as you're heading to Drya, you spot a what looks like a small shipwreck in the water. It's gone aground on one of the small islands, what looks like one of the small uninhabited islands along the way to Drya, around about here.
Hmm. Um. eh, Probably another vampire island.
I mean, we took care of the last one easily enough.
Yeah, don't jinx it.
Said the one who said it was probably a vampire. If it helps, it is very clearly an old shipwreck.
Hmm. In that case, I'm inclined to pass it by.
All right.
Just note it on the charts. May warrant future investigation.
All right. Cool. You can scribble it on the map if you want. So you pass by the shipwreck. You see some lovely wildlife on your way. Yeah, basically, you see some lovely wildlife on your way. A couple of stone outcropping islands, and you head south towards Traya. So, as you come into Draya, it is a small town set on the edge of the island that it's on, with hills behind it. There are some small farms near to the ocean. There is a large freshwater river that feeds from the mountains beyond it, down to the sea. There are several small houses in and amongst the farms, giving way to a larger area. There's also a large um, stone tower peeking out, as well as a larger, more fortress type stone building set into the hill. I'm going to go ahead and drop you onto the map for it real quick.
If we consult the magic dowsing rod from the cultists, which general direction does it point on the island?
So, if you guys are coming in, if you're coming into dock, you'll be coming in from roughly the south, right? Roughly this way. It's pointing roughly that way, back in towards the mountains.
Not seeing your arrow.
Oh, really?
You might have it set to hide from others.
Can you see my pings?
Not seeing any.
I think that shifted it, but
Yeah, the
Oh,
map.
I forgot to shit. I changed maps and forgot to shift you guys onto the other map. That is my bad. Uh, okay, so you're coming into Draya from like the south, right?
Okay.
Draya is down here. You're coming in from the south. It's more or less pointing
So it's going into
back
the
behind
mountains,
the town.
basically.
Yeah, into the mountains.
Gotcha.
It doesn't give a super great direction of how far, but it's going into the mountains.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
All right. As you come into the as you come into Draya, you notice that the people around the docks and around town in general aren't the normal assortment of people that you would see in Enron or Aventine. Most of the people here are Goliaths. There are a few humans, a few what look like half orcs, maybe even a couple of full blooded orcs. But this is primarily a Goliath community. And things around here are sized to match. I'm going to drop you back on the drawing map now. So you come into the docks. The dock master is a human. He comes over to you guys, scans your ship briefly. Who are you? What's your business here?
What's the name of the ship we're on?
I'm not sure it was ever named, actually. It's just It's just been dubbed the small ship. Do you guys want to name it?
Down. Sorry. Was Harm's? Did we use Harm's Way? I feel like we did.
I don't think you did. No.
I can dig it.
To quote the wise Samuel Jackson, "Shit, motherfucker, I am home."
Yeah, it'll be Harm's Way. Yeah, I'm Captain
Alright.
Diggeroy, and this is Harm's Way. How do I want to phrase this? We're here to do some trading.
Trading. What do you got to trade? He looks skeptical at you.
Well, in the near future, we're going to have some very wonderful tools to trade out. But in order to do that, we have to first buy some materials. So we're looking to see what can be bought.
Ah. Market's in the middle of the town, just in front of the temple.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Captain Diggeroy, you said, right?
Indeed.
He points up to the big stone structure on the hill. Stay away from the monastery. You're new in town. You might get a pass. But best you stay away.
Okay. Will do.
All right. With that, he walks away.
Was that some kind of threat? We are confused.
I'm fairly confused as well.
Oh, good.
Oh, let's go get a little closer, see if the dowsing rod can help us find what we're looking for.
All right. So, how are you using the dowsing rod? So basically, it's going to give you an angle and it'll give you. If I say it'll give you an azimuth and an angle and an elevation, will that make sense?
It'll point straight at whatever it's trying to point at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can just go at one end of the town, see where it points, go to the other end of town, see where it points, and just triangulate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
I was gonna say, between us, I think we have the math skills for that, but it is going to mean we're going to have to go to this one end, and while one of us is doing that and playing with the compass, and someone else is distracting him by buying drinks, then go to the other end of town.
I mean, we are here ostensibly for trade. We can just say that we're, looking all around town.
Yeah.
All right. Where do you want to take your measurements from? Just like point on the map. Ping on the map, draw an X on the map.
Start there.
Yeah,
Okay.
we might
Just
just
a
do
seaside
like
tavern to get us
one at the docks and one at the opposite end of town from the docks.
All right. So the docks are right where you were pinging. So
If they're
you
going
can-
and they wanted to be discreet, Custono will put up a pass without trace.
how discreet do you guys want to be?
Here's the thing. On the flip side, now that we're here, yeah, I'm gonna look to see if anyone can sell us metals and stuff.
Okay.
That is
Yeah,
fair.
might as well. I don't think we need pass without trace, but yeah, definitely being a little bit guarded with the dowsing rod.
Discreet.
Okay. So, as you are walking around, as you're heading around the docks looking to set up the dowsing rod and get your first reading, a couple of humans and half orcs spot you walking around, fiddling with the dowsing rod. As soon as they spot you and it, though, they, without a word, turn around and head in the other direction. You find a pretty nice place to just set it up, take your measurement, and not be bothered.
Do
All
we?
right.
Did they look like they recognized the dowsing rod?
Make an insight check. Yeah, they sure did.
All right,
They
screw
sure
taking
did
measurement.
look like they.
We should follow them.
Okay. Incidentally, my plot sense is telling me it's gonna point straight at the monastery.
Probably.
However, did you guess? Am I getting that predictable?
No, you're just not wasting time foreshadowing things that aren't gonna happen.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a much nicer way to put it.
Chekhov's monastery.
Yeah, it points straight behind the fucking monastery.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I wanna follow these.
All right.
Probably cultists.
This time,
You,
Cristono might do pass without trace, just in case.
Yeah,
Alright.
that would be a good idea.
If you're being stealthy now, make stealth checks, all of you.
Pass without trace, go!
Mine is without the pass without a trace. That should be a 28.
Well, Bauer, that's still a 14 with pass without trace. So
Maybe maybe Bauer should hang back for a bit.
Yes.
And Cristona.
That's 20.
this only comes out to a 20. Ah, they still don't even spot Bauer. So pass without trace does its job. The half orcs and humans that you see, they head down the road away from the docks. Sorry, and they head into the market. Make a quick perception check. All of you, just to keep track of it.
Would that be survival for tracking?
Sure. It can be survival.
Especially since I
Yeah, I
get
know.
advantage for this. Wow, that is miserable.
Holy shit, that's so bad.
They have expertise. Luckily, Cristona's pulling through for us.
Yep. Cristona, you easily spot them head through the crowd, and they actually don't head towards the monastery. They still don't see you, but they head down towards this building, which has a large sign on the front of it that just reads Riverside Inn.
Went to the inn.
Might be the cultist headquarters.
We want to get like the last readings and stuff like that first, right? Do we not?
Maybe. I mean, we can do that pretty much anytime. And given that the first one was pointing at the monastery, that's probably where it is. I can disguise myself and go in and scout things out.
That's a much better idea.
We can come as an animal.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You want a wild shape?
I can do that. What disguise does he use? What would work with it?
I mean, basically just disguising myself as a generic villager. So probably something small.
Mouse.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
Generic villager here means Goliath. Just as an FYI.
I can be.
Sailor.
I can be a hamster. I can be Boo.
Yes,
I'll
maybe
go
not
for
a
the eyes
villager.
if anything comes out.
Generic, like traveler from
Just be a sailor. You know what sailors
yeah,
look like. You know
a
how to
sailor.
talk by now.
I mean, basically, I'm trying to look like I would fit in with the humans and the half orcs that we were following.
Okay. Cool. So you, your clothes start to look a bit rougher. You acquire a nice scar across your face. Your clothes also accumulate a bit more fur and fleece, whatever the medieval equivalent of fleece is.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of extra warmth to line them.
It's actually fleece.
It's actually fleece? Thank you. All right. You find some more fleece lining, and you look like a generic human villager.
And how
Alright.
close are we to this place?
I mean, you would have seen the cultists go through the door.
Okay. I'm just wondering, should I leave up Pass Without a Trace or switch to
Sorry,
Detect
did I
Magic
just
before
call them
Wild Shape?
cultists?
Before, yeah.
They're not cultists, actually.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just curious
they look
whether-
like cultists, given that they know what the dowsing rod is. So I'm gonna treat them like cultists until proven otherwise.
I was wondering, are you going to try to talk to people, or are you trying to just be, like, lost in the crowd completely looking for things? So should I keep up Pass Without a Trace, or should I switch to, like, something like Detect Magic that I can concentrate on while still as a animal?
You can switch to Detect Magic, probably. I mean, the point of this is reconnaissance, and I mean, with the disguise, hopefully we won't need stealth. I've got a +6 to stealth anyway.
Okay. And she can, as I get closer, go turn on detect magic and then change to like. Oh, I kind of want to do. If you were Goliath, I would have said like a hamster to be Boo, but I guess I'll just do a mouse.
You definitely have a mouse-sized pocket on you to fit Christona into if you want.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool. All right. You head into the Riverside Inn. It looks like your typical rough, little bit rougher tavern establishment. There are several groups of people sitting around tables, drinking. They are all silent. You spot the same guys that you've been following, sitting with some other people who are not quite silent, but muttering to each other. I heard something about detect magic.
Yeah, Christona was putting it on and concentrating on it before turning it into a mouse, so she can
Okay.
keep an eye on things.
Christona, you do not detect any magic coming from those guys. There are several people sitting at the bar, however, next to a Goliath, in front of a Goliath bartender, and you do spot, and I need to check what kind of magic this is real quick. You do spot somebody using divination magic at the bar.
Mm-hmm. I have no way of telling him this.
Correct.
Fine.
You do not.
I'm just gonna go ahead and order, or go up to the bar, get an ale, and then try to find a seat close by to the people we were following. See if I can eavesdrop.
Sure.
Or at the very
They're
least,
pretty
Christona drop.
communal. They're pretty communal setups. So go ahead and make a perception check for me real quick. You get your ale. You head over to a seat near them, but not too near. All right. You can hear them muttering to each other very quietly about damn cultists around our town. Saw more of them at the docks today, using those damn rods. Another one kind of leans in closer to him. Shh. Shut up. You know they're trying to. You know they're listening. He keeps complaining for a little bit if you care to listen to him.
Yeah, I'll keep listening.
All right. I don't give a damn if they're listening. They've been here for too fucking long. We're dry. We take what we want. And what we want is for them to be goddamn gone. So why the fuck aren't they gone? You know why they're not gone. Better to die than live like this. He goes back to drinking and muttering in giant under his breath.
Alright. Well, I guess head back out then. Meet back up with Digger and Bauer. Let them know what we heard.
Hmm.
Let's change back. Only saw divination from ones at the bar.
But sounds like they're not cultists, but there are cultists about.
Sounds like they're trying to put the clamp on this town.
What would you like to do?
Well, we're in the middle of town now. Might as well take it. Find somewhere out of sight to take another reading.
Sure. You're at the south end of town right now, actually. That's the wrong. You're in the building with a 2 on it, or you're just outside it. But yep, you can take a reading of the. You can take a reading from the dowsing rod, and it again will point into the. It'll point into the mountain behind the monastery.
Well, all we have to do is figure out how to get to the mountain. Let's go to the about where number 9 is. See if we
Yeah.
can find it in over there.
You want to try and take another reading from over there?
Not so much another reading as find a way up into the mountains.
Okay. Sadok, remind me, what are your favorite trains? Or favorite train, sorry?
So Revised Ranger doesn't really have that.
Right, doesn't have favorite train. Forgot. My bad. Okay. So you head over towards number 9, right up against the edge of the mountain. It looks like it's actually an alchemist's hut that's built right up against a large slope. And you want to try and see if there's a way into the mountain from here. Is that right?
That is correct.
All right. Make a perception check.
Perception or survival?
Either or. Um,
Searching for.
yeah, I'm waiting for Bauer and Chris.
Boom.
Damn, Bauer. Get your shine on, girl.
Too bad I don't have advantage.
Too bad you don't.
Turn that
But
shit
Kristona's
off.
there to save us.
Sorry, what was that? You both yelled at the same time.
I said Kristona was there to save us, though, so we're all good.
Yes. Yes. Alrighty. So you take a look around. You do spot a couple of small towers above the monastery that there. It looks like there are windows into. You could try and enter into the mountain through there. There are some places to try and there are Christona spots a couple of spots where you could climb, where you could try to climb. It would be a difficult climb to make, though. Do any of you have like pitons and climbing gear and stuff?
I have a Dungeoneer's pack, so probably.
I have an explorer's
That does
pack.
have. Those do both have that.
Also, I can turn into an animal, so someone else can use something. I could probably climb.
I have a rope that can be controlled with hand gestures.
You do have that.
Uh-huh.
You do.
Got a magic bar that can turn into anything.
You also have rope that's slightly shorter.
I also have a magically collapsible and expandable 9-foot, 11-inch pole, but I don't
Oh,
think
yes,
that's
the
relevant
pole.
now. I mean, I could be wrong. It might be relevant.
Oh. Well, anytime you have a magically collapsible 9.5 or 9-foot 11-inch pole, you can make it relevant whenever. If I had
Always
a
trying to
9,
make your pole relevant.
I was about to make that same joke. Okay, so yeah, you can you certainly have an assortment of random magical items that you could use to try and climb things. There is also there is a waterfall further down that looks that you might have a bit of a tougher time getting into the. You might have a bit of a tougher time getting over to the monastery, but if you go past the waterfall, it looks like past the waterfall to like here-ish. It looks like there's an easier spot to climb. So you'd still have to ford the river though, without a bridge.
We water walk and just climb up the water.
Can we caulk the wagons and float instead?
I'm sorry, can you what the wagons?
Caulk. Chalk.
Caulk. I know what you mean.
Right. Yes.
We have wagons?
Yeah, what? Which wagons? I don't remember you guys having wagons at all.
Don't you know we always keep a wagon on our person?
Alright, who has the robe of useful items?
Maybe Manny has one.
Well, unfortunately, you haven't found the deck of Manny's things yet.
We'll figure it out.
Though I will promise you there is a deck of Manny's things in this world somewhere, and you will eventually find it.
The question is it like because they're different worlds?
Oh,
is
I
it
know
like
who I'm
an
gonna
Officer
make.
Jenny situation and they look the same, but they're cousins?
Wow. They can't be cousins. Yualia is a whole other place.
He has his own deck of his things. He's a powerful wizard. He could have like cousins on different planes of existence.
He could. But he doesn't. The mystery of Manny has not yet been completely figured out by any mortal.
It's a man's story.
Sure. So climbing. Y'all can climb over by the alchemist's hut and go straight up. It'll be a more difficult climb.
Ooh, I have mold
Or
earth.
you'll-
Can I make us little indentations in the earth that we can climb better on? Like places to grab.
You sure can. How many of these? So you can have 2 at a time. Is the restriction on mold earth. You can have 2. You can only have 2 5-foot cubes be molded at once.
Okay. Hmm.
Can you make us just like a little earth elevator? It's actually 5-foot cubes. Yeah, that would work.
Mold earth is not that powerful, unfortunately.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think I can do that with the erupting earth either. Oh! Ooh. Hmm. 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 Could I adjust spike growth in such a way to make a kind of a wall of spikes for people to climb on?
I mean, sure, if you want them to have horrible spikes sticking into their hands.
Ah, I thought they'd be big enough
Like,
spikes.
yes, that would give you a lot of great vines and make climbing up very easily. Unfortunately, it will still do 2d4 damage per every 5 feet you go.
Damn. Let's see.
It's still a fucking field of spines.
No. I just figure if I wasn't doing it in combat, just how it goes in.
Yeah, but it's not vine growth, it's spike
Yeah.
growth.
Yeah. I just figure
Bauer,
spikes would be easier.
Bauer seems on board for Team Spike Growth.
Got anything else? Not really. I'm not a powerful enough druid yet for shit. I'm too gish.
I mean, I think mold earth by itself would be enough to help a little bit. I mean, we might not
If
be
I
able
can
to
only
do
do
it the
two
whole
of
way
them at a
up,
time. Well, I guess.
but basically, like whenever we hit like a difficult portion, you can mold the earth there, get us all past it, and then let it go.
Okay.
It's not like you need to mold earth the entire way, the entire time.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do that as much as possible then.
Right. So mold earth for the tricky parts, and then just climbing for the rest.
Pretty
Pretty
much,
much.
except we have climbing kits and magic rope.
You do have climbing kits and magic rope. All right. I will still want you all to make me. I still want you all to make me athletics checks with advantage, please. Just don't roll a 1, guys, or don't roll 2 ones.
never tell us the odds. It only ends badly.
I almost rolled a 1.
You sure did.
Yeah, this goes. It's like athletics. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Not terrible.
There you go. All right. Diggeroy, you fall very briefly at the beginning. You fall 10 feet and take a single point of falling damage. But other than that, you all make it up without. So you are now. You are now up on the slopes of the mountain. It is heavily slanted, but it is flat enough that you can still walk.
What time of day is it?
That is a good question. It is 5 in the afternoon. 5 p.m.
What season is it?
It is fall.
So the sun's probably setting soon. Because it sets at 6 in early fall, and earlier than that after. So I'm thinking we might want to wait until it gets properly dark before we go sneaking closer to the monastery.
Okay.
Sounds reasonable.
All right. You want to wait till night before you head in?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Excellent. One second. I have to archive a bunch of pages that I thought might be relevant tonight, but will not be. That was not meant to be an ominous. Alrighty. So, you all make your way up. You're just chilling on the mountainside.
I mean, we'll hide, but
Okay. Roll stealth. Several people spot you climbing up the wall and wonder what the fuck you're doing.
Never should have passed to you, Trace.
Oh, that's with your pass. That's with pass without trace. Oh.
Shit.
Not active right now.
Bauer.
Yes.
Each of those individual rolls is rolling at disadvantage.
Yeah, it does that occasionally, for whatever reason.
Okay.
That's really weird.
Your
I think-
armor is probably set to give disadvantage on stealth,
Oh.
and then you're doing the double rolls.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that's why. But this is the only one I can think of that it does it.
It's because the armor specifically has an option to do disadvantage on stealth.
Oops, that's 12.
So if you take that off of the armor, then you'll just do your double rolls like you normally do.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, no one spots you going up the. Sorry. Several people spot you while you're going up the wall. Nobody spots you during the daytime while you are. Nobody spots you during the daytime while you're trying to hide up on the mountain. Eventually, night comes. The slowly moving people within the town pick up their pace briefly to make sure that they're all inside when night falls. And the streets are empty. There are a few lights on that you can see from within houses, and a couple from the monastery and the small towers behind.
take another reading with a dowsing rod, please.
Okay.
Okay. You. You are on the. Yeah, okay, you're on the right map. I felt it was. Sorry. I felt it was important to check that after last time. Okay. So the dowsing rod. The dowsing rod points towards the same overlap point from your other two readings. It is despite what it may show, it is below the earth, where the dowsing rod is pointing to.
Can we tell, given that we've made multiple measurements at this point, roughly how far below the Earth?
Call it 50 meters or so. Not super far underground, but like buried. Sorry, not underdark below ground, but buried deep.
So there's probably tunnels from the monastery leading into the mountain.
Probably.
Right.
Just mold earth until we get to it. Excavate, excavate, excavate.
That's gonna take you a long fucking time.
Yeah. You giant badger.
Yeah.
You have
also,
wild shape.
Are we concerned about pissing off the monastery here?
I don't know. We got the warning about him up front, but it was like really extra cryptic. So I don't know what kind of monks they are. So part of me wants to go spy on the monastery, see if we can figure out what they're up to before we try and sneak in.
Okay. Are there any other opinions on what you'd like to do?
We can search as something small, a spider, search for tunnel entrance from inside.
That's good. Let's try that. Let's get closer to the monastery first, see what we can see.
Mm-hmm.
But quietly.
All right. So, if you're trying to get closer quietly to them, I would like you all to make stealth checks.
What's that, Trace?
All right, cool. Hey, Bauer.
Sudoku's having an off day for stealth.
That's not including the.
Still a 14?
So it's
Still a
20
14.
for
You're right.
Stoke.
Okay. So we got. Damn, Bauer, you have the highest. Oh wait, no. You
19.
have a 16.
Yeah,
You still have disadvantage. Um,
but not double disadvantage.
right, which is the important thing. So we have a 16, 29, 22, and a 14. Let's see what they. All right. Bauer,
Yes.
make a perception check for me. Bauer, you spot something coming in towards you, but not threateningly so, from above. It has
Coming right
very
for
large
us.
wings. It has very large wings.
Sky Shark.
Not yet.
Look up, what is that?
It looks like it's the shape of a bat bower.
Oh.
Okay. I wonder what that is. Pointing at it.
Bat.
Get my spear out.
It's not coming directly at you, but it is hovering and watching Bower. It's unclear if it's seen anybody else yet.
I don't like that.
Well, if it's just going to stand up there, let's move on.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, you continuing to head on in?
Just trying to might shift to like a spider or something like that and get on Diggeroy's shoulder.
All
I
right,
have a shoulder spider.
Mm-hmm.
you sure do. All right.
I'll find a good point to get onto a wall or something like that. If he gives her an opportunity.
You can point with an extra leg or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, continue on cautiously.
Alrighty. So you continue on cautiously. You head up towards the tower. The bat continues to float overhead, watching y'all. You come to the towers with the small windows on them. The ones that you can easily reach from the ground are locked and closed.
Do they have windows?
Yes, they are windows. They are closed and locked.
Okay.
Is there space?
There is space for a spider to get through, yes.
Try to point with little spider arm. Don't know if that works.
You point your little spider arm at the space to get through.
Okay.
There are open windows above you. There are multiple. So there are on the close tower, the one that's closer to where you guys were. There's 2 rows of windows on it. The one, it looks like there is an open window above you guys, but at the ground level windows that you can easily reach, they are all closed.
Now let's send the spider in first.
Still get on the door first, and we'll try to get attention. Try to point a leg at Diggeroy, and then point it downward a couple times. like him here, then
Oh,
point. Try to. I don't know if I can point the leg back itself, and then, or point like up at one of the eyes, and then tap it against the door.
okay. I'll listen at the door while I'm here.
Make a perception check real quick. Okay. You do not hear anything.
Okay. I'll use my hand to help Christona get closer to what looks like a way in.
All right.
Okay.
So
Sneak under the door, or at least through a crack, if you can get a crack on the side of the door between things, to try and get across the wall on the other side. Because the initial goal is to look around that area, the general area, for a little bit to see who's around before trying to open the door for the others, to get a better sense of who's where.
okay. You poke your spidery little eyes in, and you are confronted with a ballista.
Ooh.
There does not appear to be anyone manning it. There doesn't appear to be anybody else in the room that you're looking into. But ballista.
Mm-hmm. So is this basically ballista pointed at the door trap?
Ballista pointed out the window. You're going in
Oh.
through a window.
I'm going through a window. Okay.
This is a tower sticking out
Right.
of the mountain.
Sorry.
There are no doors on this tower. It's not somewhere people are intended to enter through.
Okay.
That was my understanding of why you guys were going to this spot in the first place.
Okay.
Those are not doors on the tower, they're windows.
So we would have seen the ballista because it's a window.
Yes.
Okay.
There are a set of closed windows on the lower level of this tower, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're at the upper level ones because you're a spider.
Okay.
Looking through those, and you can spot ballista poking out the windows of those.
Okay. So it's just each one of them has a ballista pointing out at it, so it's like a round thing.
Except for the window pointing back at the mountain, yes.
Okay. And yeah, all the stuff is empty except for those.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's see. And there's no other entrances besides these windows anywhere, even on the lower levels behind the mountain. Like behind
So there's only the two levels. There's only the two levels poking out from the mountain at you,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're still.
I can make an entrance if we need. I have a magic doorknob.
You do have a magic doorknob.
Forgot about
Right,
that.
but do we want to go in?
If you would, well, you can climb down the mountain a bit and get down to the back of the main buildings as well, if you prefer. You're kind of just chilling on the side of the mountain right now.
Mm-hmm. So, if she can't get inside as a spider, she'll at least look around at everything she can look at and then go back and try to...
It's a room with a bunch of ballista and locked door at the other side of it, leading
There is a door.
reading down. Sorry, yes. I am not on my game tonight.
Okay.
I'm going to draw a diagram.
Thank you.
All right, so this horrible oval is the room. The pairs of lines sticking out of it are windows. There are ballista at each window and a door in the ground that is the rectangle with a circle in it.
Aha, okay.
We're going to say you're here at this red X.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay. So there's no doors on the outside. There's just this one on the inside.
Yeah.
Was I able to get actually inside this and go along the wall towards that door a little bit?
Yeah.
Get a better sense of it? Does it look is there like a padlock on it or anything?
Nope. It's just a door with a handle.
Okay. And this is on the upper floor, right?
Yep.
Okay. What if I went... What about what was on the lower floor windows that we could see through?
They are closed. You can see through them. There are a couple more. God, I cannot speak tonight.
I know that
This
feels.
seems to be a recurring problem. Okay. Lower floor windows, you can peek through them as a spider. There are more ballista. There are a couple of barrels of extra ballista bolts. And an open hallway beyond, as well as a staircase that you can see in the back that seems to lead up.
Oh, so that's literally all this is. There's no getting down from here because the only...
There is also a hallway that leads further back and farther in.
Oh, into the mountain.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna reveal the lower floor to you guys. Fuck it.
It's like everyone's standing outside it, so I assume they can all see through these windows.
Let's make this much simpler.
Okay.
You guys are here.
Cool.
You're there. Let's simplify this. The first level windows magically unlock. You can climb through them if you want. Nobody is on the other side of them right now. I have spent far too long trying to describe this and doing a very bad job.
I just assume we're trying to find a way down underneath the mountain or further into the mountain, so being up at the top with no doors
sure
in.
Can try, but like this was my impression of what your plan was to go and look at this and like
Well,
go
yeah.
through one of the towers. You can certainly try to like just use magic and burrow into the mountain or something as well. There
I
is
assume
nothing
part of it was
stopping
also
you.
getting in to see if anyone was actually in here to have to deal with.
No, nobody is in here from what you can see to deal with.
Okay.
Nobody is in the parts that you can see.
And the spider will just come back down, give a spider shrug, and then get back on Tiggeroy's shoulder. I want to hold this form as long as I can in case we need to scout further in to that entrance further back. Oh no, did Discord fuck with me?
No, you're still
Okay,
there.
good.
I can hear you. Everybody else seems to be silent, though.
Sorry. So you crawl back out?
Yeah, it's just like the spider shrug, nobody's up there. But just getting back on Tiggeroy's shoulder to hold the form as long as possible.
Okay. Could I double check this? The gap in this, because you said the window was shuttered. How big is the gap?
We're going to say that it's open now because I got sick of trying to describe the tower, and it seemed to provoke a lot of misunderstanding because I wasn't doing a good job. So the lower levels to the tower are now open. You can just enter. We're going to simplify your life some.
So we're able to jimmy open a window
Indeed.
and climb inside. I will do that.
Cool. All right. So go ahead and drop your tokens in by the X. You are now in the tower.
I'm a tiny spider. That's the best I can do.
You are a very small spider. All right, duly noted.
A fungus spider.
Yes. All right. You want to head in?
No, we're just gonna wait here.
Just take a short rest.
I mean, you can certainly try.
Wouldn't mind having my wild chips back for actually combat. How else will I gish? Lucas, did we take anything that would be a short rest before we climbed up here for the night? Or we rested?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay, so at least have one left.
All right. Make stealth checks real quick with advantage. Holy shit.
I rolled 2 20s.
Yeah, Sadok, you disappear from existence. The chronomancy
am the
coin
knight.
glows a little. The chronomancy coin glows a little as you do, as if in approval. All right. Cool. All right. So you hear a couple of heavy footsteps coming down the hall from this direction.
Just footsteps, no voices.
Nope. They're not moving very quickly. They're a little unsteady.
Okay, hide behind the corner.
All right.
So I might hop up onto like the wall and try to scurry and see if she can see what's. I go over here.
Right, you're still a spider.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you spot a Goliath coming down the hall towards you guys, carrying a very large axe and looking very tired.
Mm-hmm.
He is wearing he's wearing plate mail armor, but he's carrying a two-handed axe. He's rubbing his eyes as if he's tired, but he's also wearing a tabard that that has the symbol of Trinity and another symbol that you guys do not recognize.
By Trinity, the cult symbol.
Yeah.
All right.
So he's walking down the hall, muttering to himself. Swear I heard something. Clang or something. Somebody drop a fucking tank. And so he comes into the communal seating area over here and just kind of looks around a little, still bleary-eyed.
I get up on the ceiling. Is this too high?
Sure.
Okay, well, go
Goliath
along the
scale.
ceiling, try to get
Is-
kind of over him.
All right. Kristona goes over to get on top of the Goliath. What's everybody?
Staying hidden, hopefully.
Yeah, that.
All right. So eventually he seems to lose interest, heads back along the hallway, opens a door, heads into a room.
Scurry follows.
You want to
Any
follow him
crack
into his
in the
room?
door, yeah.
You find several rooms, each with a sleeping with a sleeping Goliath in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He busts his pillow a little bit and then goes back to sleep.
Okay. More ballistas.
Yeah.
Anything further down this way?
Nice little fork. And one exit leading to what looks like a lake set into the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
An underground lake.
Interesting. What are the little
Columns.
Circles.
They're just columns.
Oh, okay. Back this way.
Make a reception check.
Okay. They might rely on. Wait, what is? Oh, nope, never mind. Okay.
Okay. From down this way, you hear a very loud, almost roaring snoring.
Okay.
Something big that way. From the other way, you hear nothing.
Might want to see if I can check out what the heck that snoring is, just in case it comes at us and it's not snoring anymore.
You follow down a little ways.
There's like a crumbled in piece of the.
Yep.
Okay.
There's a crumbled piece of this. One second. Surprise.
Oh!
You come into a room with a gold dragon chained to the ground.
Oh, wow.
He might be one size too big. Whatever. He's a big boy. So yeah, you come into a room with a gold dragon chained to the floor. He is snoring very loudly.
What do I know about dragons?
Make a nature check.
My god.
They're gold dragons. They're shiny and metallic and not chromatic. So you can safely say that they're probably good dragons.
Less
They're not
bad.
they're not the eat you on sight kind of dragon.
Okay.
They breathe fire, which I mean you can tell because he's spontaneously snorting little bits of fire every once in a while when he snores.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Just to be sure, what's down over this way?
More doors. So here you get a little bit. You had to go up some stairs to get into where the gold dragon's cage was.
Just up across the
So-
ceiling, basically.
Yes. Well, you had to go up.
Yeah.
Is the point. Um, you see some torches and sconces on a lower level. A small bridge across to some other doors. This room is empty. You want to keep heading across?
Yeah, let's start over here.
Just hold on 1 second.
Yep.
Neat.
Oh boy.
Neat. Make a stealth check. Real quick for me, please.
I still have my pass with that trace up.
Sure. We'll see if it helps.
Sorry, it's being slow. Oh, this is probably not gonna work. I can't even. What am I thinking? I can't even beat that.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
To be fair, even with a natural 20, that would just be a 22, so I shouldn't even thought about that.
Well, you passed with that trace.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All right. So, the dragon stirs from his slumber as it
Oh.
hears you skittering by.
Oh, that's really good.
He looks at you a little bit.
Oh, it can still see me. Oh, so it would just be still back here.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you want to keep moving away from the dragon as he wakes up, that's your prerogative. But he spots you back while you're still in his little room.
I guess the question is, do I see him looking at me?
Probably. He's very big. His movements are not subtle.
Okay.
Who are you?
Oh.
I see you, shapeshifter. Who are you?
Okay. Well, the spider will skitter down to the actual floor, like over here. Well, probably over here because it was already there. And change back. We are Kristona. We have come to deal with cultists here.
Do you know what they are looking for?
I'm trying to remember. Do we know what they're looking for?
You have a vague letter that I think it's under Scalum. Yeah,
Oh. Aha. Wait.
Scalum update.
Skill update.
The Dowsing Rod is developed to search for something called the Focus.
Only know they are searching for something called focus. Why are you captive here?
They have brought me here to find it. They think I can. I need you to free me. What's hidden here is not what they think, but it is still dangerous.
We do not wish them finding anything dangerous either. We can help free, but may need the others with us to assist.
Then find them. Or dry hell will burn.
This looks very serious at that. We understand.
And I think that's where we're going to end for tonight, guys. I'm sorry, but I don't know what happened. I just lost speak, describe, talking.
I'm sorry. You have had to talk to me as Christona for way too long, and it just fucked you up. That's totally what happened. I'm sorry.
I lost the good talky thing.
Welcome to my world.
It's
I will take full responsibility for that shit.
so yeah, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Yeah. Okay. So Draya's existing, happening, is a thing. I'm very glad that I finally have a defined set of places that you're going to now. Very, very glad. It means I can actually make a plan for more than just the next session. Thank you so much. But yeah.
You just say, I need this, this, and this, and we will get this and this to you.
There was no...
Tell us your needs.
I need to know where the fuck you're gonna go.
Okay, now we know.
In general, it is very helpful so that I don't have to try and guess which of 5 things I have to prepare. Not all things can come out as well as the Masa did without help. Yeah. I was actually going to ask you guys, am I giving you too many choices?
It's kind of split because I find with games like this, it really depends on the PCs having goals, and I think our goals are a little too vague.
Okay.
So I think it's more honestly, I think it's more on us for making characters with insufficiently concrete motivations. But we'll get there.
I'm seriously trying to keep them tied to character motivations and stuff, to what I got from you guys. I'm trying to maintain yes, this is a thing for the story with the rot. This is a thing with this for the story with the cult. This is something with the island or the pirate king. Stuff like that. I'm really trying to keep at least one of those going at all times. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have any ideas for how I can kind of help that. I am more than willing to listen. You can PM me as well if you want, or we can talk now.
You just need to come up with a better system. Okay, well, I'll help you further your further your thing, and then next time we'll go to this place, and then we'll just set up a round robin.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Do me a favor before I forget. Post again what you guys wanted to do in downtime, so that I can remember what it is before next session. Because I probably will forget, because my next couple weeks are gonna suck. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Yeah. Any other questions, comments, concerns?
Was that your question about choice?
Yes, that is
Okay.
that was my question about choice. Is am I giving you two guys too many choices?
Yeah, we'll get through them. You just don't have to add any for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, there sure are a lot on there. The good news is you're set to knock off like 3 of them over the next couple of sessions. And I will let you guys know once you finish up in Draya, which will probably be another session or 2. Once you finish up in Draya, you will take another level.
Cool.
Not yet.
Well,
but-
Realm has the nomination.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Realm does. Realm's gonna pass it by proxy to David to give, and I'm gonna give it to Chrisona.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. I need to get back to work, so I'm gonna do that. PM me and stuff. If you guys want to talk about anything, or have any more ideas, I am very open to them.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes,
No
thank
problem.
you.
Night, guys.
Good
I
night.
promise
Night.
you'll get to. I promise you'll get to fight lots of things next week to make up for their needs.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
That's cool.
We'll get there.
I don't know if we were ready to take on 4 Goliath barbarians either, so.
There's more than just the 4.
Yeah. I was trying to get a little bit further there, but then the dragon.
Yeah, then the dragon.
At least it's not eating me immediately.
It's a gold dragon.
I know, yeah, I'm saying at least it's not a chromatic. Also, Christona doesn't know too much.
No.
All right, good night, everybody.
Hey.
Night.
No,